Hello everyone, I'm Zahia Veu and I use tarot cards, astrology, and my intuition to read your energy, predict, provide guidance and clarity in all areas of your life. So you may choose one card from here. This is script number 1, 2, and 3. You can meditate on the options or use a random number generator or wheel from 1 to 4. If you got 4, then the message may not be here for you at this moment. This would be a reading for the month of May in all areas of life, including love, career and finance, and love in general. Life in general rather. You can pause the video and I'll put the timestamps below in the description and comments. So hello group number 1, let's begin with your main energy right now. 10 of Cups in reverse. I hear the word unsettling. I feel like some of you may feel unsettled right now. Something is incomplete among your family, your connections with people that you're close with. Could even include romantic, also friendship, something around that, or also there is a significance here in your home. So there may have been some misunderstanding around your home, or it's about to have some misunderstanding with the 10 of Cups in reverse. Let's see your main energy right now. Your main overall energy for the month of May. What's your overall energy for the month of May? And then we'll proceed to career, finance, and then love as the last one. So what's the main energy for the month of May for group number 1? We have 3 of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So I feel like for some of you, you may be planning a trip somewhere, probably a vacation, either a long trip where you'll settle there for like a few months, 2 years, or just a vacation where it's a very short one. A lot of you may try to find some clarity and relaxation from a different place. That's why you're doing this. What else is their main energy for the month of May? This would be a raw video. The cards are pretty loud, so okay. 10 of Pentacles. Let's put this aside here. These cards are pretty big. 10 of Pentacles. So there's also like, it looks a lot like a trip somewhere, right? It looks like a vacation trip where there's like, the Pentacles acts like a souvenir. It reminds me a lot like souvenirs, going to a trip somewhere where it's very nature-like. Could even be a beach, an island. You guys may go to an island or a beach trip or somewhere where there's a full body of water. What else is their main energy for the month of May? We have the King of Wands. I feel like you'll also find someone there. One word that's popping out in my mind is fling. So during your vacation or trip, you may find a fling of yours there, or someone you casually flirt with, a casual romantic interest. That's like for vacation only. It may lead to somewhere. It's up to you. And the 4 of Wands. Ooh, honestly, I think it may actually lead to something else, because this is a card of wedding, a card of balance. 4 is about balance, and also there's this similarities between both, where there's like nature. There's these flowers, and then there's flowers here. So I feel like you'll be going to somewhere very just filled with nature. It may also include some animals there. So having a trip there. And with this King of Wands and the Four of Wands, I feel like you may share this story with your friends as well. Like telling them the story where you found someone there that you ended up liking, and then going from there. And for some of you, you could also be going on a trip with your family or a family member with this Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. You may also find some friends there. You'll discover friends in that trip. So that is your main energy for the month of May. Let's proceed to your career and finance. And also, I heard that for some of you, you may go to a trip somewhere with your family because maybe lately there is some conflict or just unsettling around that energy. So what's coming in for your career and finance? Group number 1 for the month of May. These cards are more quiet because the other one was a foil. That's why it was a bit more noisy. We have the turkey. Someone's behaving stupidly. What is this turkey about? I feel like someone is acting childish around work. Financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. And we have the flag, not be tempted to lower your standards. I feel like there's a work, could be a co-worker that doesn't seem like they're doing the best in the job, yet they're still gaining the same benefits as you. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. I feel like for some of you, there may even have some competition among your work, where there are people that are fighting to gain some certain financial gain. For some of you, it may also be where people are not receiving enough credit for their work. So there's some unfairness or imbalance happening, an unfair treatment happening in the work. You may be receiving a gift soon, or you'll be giving a gift. What could that be? Okay, let's get more. What is the Diamond card about? To be honest, I feel like it's romantic. It feels a bit romantic. I think of a co-worker or someone around your work. It may not be the same person as you're working with. Could also be someone in a higher status. We'll get more about that. What's the Diamond card about, Spirit Guides? Nine of Swords and Page of Swords. I feel like you rejected someone. Have you rejected someone? Or you're about to reject someone? There's also a sense here where someone feels like it's hard to get to know you, or you're hard to understand. That's why they would get kind of confused. Sometimes they may even take your actions or words as some form of rejection towards them. Sorry for the background noise, by the way, because my windows are open. And they may even feel like they're just not your type with the flag here. They don't seem to be your type. What else is happening for their work and finance for the month of May? Oh, Ten of Pentacles again. There's definitely some luck happening in your career and finance. You're being rewarded definitely with the Diamond and the Ten of Pentacles. You'll definitely soon receive some promotion, some opportunity that will give you a gain in some way. What else is happening for them? The Empress. You're being highly admired in your work. A lot of people actually admire how elegant and how graceful you move in your work, how organized you are, how you keep everything in place, and how the way you word about things is very well structured. The way you talk also is what I'm getting here. And a lot of people may even kind of spy in some sense, like whenever you're doing something on your own, minding your own business, there are people that are actually giving glimpses of you while doing so, because of how they just really admire how elegant you are, how classy you are. Maybe for some of you, you have the aesthetic of this classy, not so much of a boss girl where you're wearing this like blazer on and like that. It's giving more of like very elegant. Please excuse the background noise again. So yeah, for some of you it may also be kind of coquettish a bit, but very elegant and classy. Could one of the aesthetic that I'm seeing in my mind is like Chanel in the I forgot what that is, but it's like a tweed collection, a Chanel kind of tweed. You guys may start or is wearing tweed, anything of that sort, the very classy kind of look for you. Now let's move on to your love life. Let's see what's happening in your love life. I'm hearing that for some of you, you may have a crush on someone from your work, or they have a crush on you. I guess it's because a lot of people have their eyes on you in work. You may not even notice it. Let's see what's next for you in love for the month of May. For group number 1, what's happening in their love life? And May, ex-lover, old spark. Someone is coming back from the past. What can we know about this? It's expected. It's expected to them to come back. I guess you've noticed before that that's their habit. You may have noticed a pattern of them coming back all the time, and it's almost like a pattern you expect them to have. This may be someone recently, an ex recently. What else is next for them in love for the month of May? What else is next for them for the courage? Courage in reverse. I feel like with this, it's giving like you have rejected this person countless of times, yet they still keep coming back. You've made it known that you're not that interested in them as much as before. And so right now they're kind of hesitant to make the same move as before, but they're still doing it. But there's just that nervousness feeling or anxiousness about it for how you'll react towards them again. So I feel like they're quite insecure about it now, but they're not giving up. Definitely they're not giving up. They may have some attachment still over you. That's why they're not giving up with the string here. What is this? Oh my, so many cards. Hold on. What else? Travel in reverse. I feel like this person may move somewhere closer to you. Let's see what you expect. What do you expect from them? Let's see. I have these cards. What are you expecting from this person for the month of May? What can you expect? What is this person gonna do? The runner. Oh, no. The runner. They're quite avoidant. It's giving a lot like before. You may have noticed a pattern where one of them is a chaser and one of them is a runner. It's giving like a relationship dynamic of an avoidant and anxious type. I don't know which one is that, or there's just that sort of attachment style that is quite unhealthy. And usually unhealthy attachments tend to be really strong. It's kind of ironic, stronger than the usual healthy one, because there is that traumatic bond that they say, where they feel like they could only depend on one person, and that one person is their only source of happiness or anything that they need in life. That's why it can be kind of unhealthy and sometimes obsessive, where one person is having a hard time to detach from the other. I feel like this person may come back, but then once you, let's say, if they send you a message and then you reply, and then you'll only talk for like 2 days, and then after that they'll just dip and go again. So there's this pattern that you may recognize happening again, where they'll only come here for a short time and then they'll go away again. That is such a waste of time, huh? Running out of time. Like, it's taking you so much of your time talking. See? So you'll definitely expect some text. Oh my gosh. Text from this person, or you'll end up talking to this person, or they'll just, if not, it's up to you. It's your decision whether you want to talk to this person, but this person is likely to send you a message to talk to you, ask separation, breakup, stop the pattern, and silent treatment, abandonment. So you're being asked here to put a stop to this cycle of never ending, seemingly quite unhealthy. Let's see. I feel like this is not something that will last long, with the axe and then the runner. It's like giving hot and cold, on and off. And for sure, you have also gained clarity of this, that there must be a stop to this, or else it will keep repeating. This person is kind of stubborn in terms of changing their habits, their behavior, and that's one of the traits of those avoidants. The runner is basically an avoidant because they're scared of deep intimacy or attachment. So I'm hearing that your spirit guides are definitely supporting you. Let go of control issues. Your spirit guides are supporting you in cutting the pattern, in taking, like, just putting it to a stop, letting go of control issues. This is one of the confirmations. Sometimes things are just out of our control, and it's usually the person who needs to take accountability now, because you've made your choice, you've made your you know your responsibility already, and now that you've noticed that this person is just repeating the same thing over and over again, you feel like, what's the point, right? You feel like, this is just wasting my time, this is clearly going to be the same way as before. So now in May, you're choosing to cut off ties with this person. Definitely. So you may ghost this person, reject this person's forward action. So that is all I have for you for the month of May, group number 1. Thank you for listening up until this. And I also have more on my Patreon for exclusive readings. I post 4 readings there every month for only $3. Bye! Have a great day! Hello, group number 2. So this will be your reading for the month of May. Let's see your main energy for the month of May. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. And then we'll proceed to your career, finance, and lastly, love. So what is this 4 of Pentacles about for their main energy for May? I feel like you guys are very cautious of your material possessions, your money. Maybe for some of you, there may have been some debt, or someone owed you money and they haven't really paid for it yet. That's why you're being very cautious now. You're choosing very wisely to who you allow to, share your resources and such. Or just being very mindful on who you share your resources. What else is the main energy for the month of May for group number 2? We have, let's actually place it like this. You can see it well. Okay, well, let's just place it like that. Okay, Page of Pentacles. What is the Page of Pentacles about for their main energy in May? It's very... Some of you may also have to be attentive of your health for the month of May. Some of you may get cold. Okay, so for the month of May, I feel like the main energy there is mostly about career. So we have 3 of Cups. Can you see it? Okay. 3 of Cups, Knight of Swords in reverse, and 7 of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like there's, among your friend groups or in social circles, there's a lot of people there that are quite impulsive with their words. They don't know that they're actually hurting people. They're unknowingly hurting people. They don't really think much before they say anything, and that's why it's kind of stagnant, where it's like the connections is just kind of boring, like same level monotone thing where there's nothing exciting, just like how a usual friend groups are, where it's kind of up and down, where it's like, something exciting happening, and then after that relaxing, then chit chat. But this is giving me a lot like stagnant, where there's just nothing much happening, barely anyone talking. I feel like there's some people that have hurted each other's ego here with the way they were the words. Some people here are also judgmental, very harshly opinionated. And there's also, for some of you, there's also a decision here being made where you'll cut off one of your friends, or they'll cut you off in some sense because of that, because of the stagnant energy where there's barely anything happening. And that's why you're looking for other connections with the Page of Pentacles. You're open to other connections. I feel like it's usually around your work environment, maybe because you spend most of your time around your work. For some of you, even at home, could be online. You guys may work online, so you know, you could find some friends online. Around work, you'll definitely find friends there that are suitable for you, or you may even have friends there. And if you do have friends there in your work, I see it growing even more. With this current friendship, this is something that you've been friends with for a very long time. That's why at times it's quite understandable, but then at the same time, sometimes you guys are kind of tired with each other. Okay, so let's go towards your career and finance, since your main energy is definitely around friends here for the month of May. And for career as well, finding friends in your work field, to be honest, I think that is what it is about. If you guys have been wishing to find your soul family, or should I say friends that fits your vibe, you'll definitely find it in May. Okay, let's see your main energy in career and finance for the month of May, group number 2. What's happening in your career and finance for the month of May? Oh, okay. So November, you guys may be born in November. What is happening? Something significant in November as well. There may be a young man here that is born in November, or you may meet this young man in November. What else is next for them for their career and finance for the month of May? For group number 2, we have Spear, heartache over what you no longer have. I feel like I'm being called to do your love reading a bit early now. There's something significant here, that's why they're telling me early on about it. Club. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. There's some control issues here, where someone here is, or like, okay, let's go with this. We'll do your love reading early on. Someone here is insecurities, but it's in reverse security. I feel like they find security in controlling the situation. This person may deal with some, what's the word where it's like a male, hold on, like a fragile male ego, and they're very prone to having their ego broken. That's why they associate controlling as having power and having increasing ego as well. Let's see, hold on. Let's get the situations card, because I'm feeling called to do so. What is happening in this situation for you, group number 2? And I feel like this person may convince you to do something. Like there's a lot of controlling here. What else is this situation about? About a young man. For group number 2. They may also try to control you through connections with people. This person may have connections with people that are close to you. Since this is a general reading, for some of you specifically, it's a young man. It doesn't have to be young. The Magician in reverse, which talks about manipulation and being very much out of control as well. So this person is definitely having issues with the way they manage things. They feel like they have to be an authority of doing things. Hamster wheel, surviving, daily hustle. This person may even struggle with their daily work, daily tasks. They may just be surviving with their income, salary. They may even be too much practical to the point that they don't spend so much money. That's what you need to know about this person. Oops, so much cards. What is this about? Practice compassion, empathy, understanding, love, kindness. And we have practice self-love, self-care, self-respect, self-worth, and boundaries. I feel like you're aware that this person do have some issues with themselves, or there's something that they have a very hard situation that is hard to handle, basically. And for some of you, this person could even have some mental health issues, and that's why you're constantly being very understanding about this person. You're an empathetic person towards this, and you're also learning to be having more boundaries with yourself. You're not letting this person control you so much as before. I feel like you were with this person during the time that you weren't as established or financially comfortable as compared to now. Maybe before you were just with this person during the time that you were still hustling the same way. There's definitely love in the air here with the heart in the air, and then there's another heart here. There's definitely some love in the air, but I'm not sure whether this is reciprocated by both parties. Let's see. Sorry. Okay. Let's see. What can you expect from this group number 2? What can you expect from this? We have fears in reverse. Oops. You're jumping. I feel like you'll still open the door for them. You'll still allow them back in your life, but not as much as before anymore. You'll keep some sort of distance with them. But I guess because you're very empathetic, you're a very compassionate person, and you're an understanding person, you're full of love, basically, that you can't seem to just cut off anyone. You have a hard time cutting off just anyone, unless it's a very big deal for you, and unless it has totally crossed your boundaries. That is when you can totally cut them off. But this one, I feel like you just understand their situation, their problems. That's why you're still giving them some access into your life. Hold on. Okay. So we have a competition in reverse. This person has only have their eyes on you. There's no competition here. You don't have to worry about it. Whether they're trying to impress someone else at the same time as you, I don't think so. This person is very just one woman focused, And I feel like it's also because they don't have enough resources or enough time to invest for other people. With the hamster wheel, they're very selective with their time. And hurting in reverse. I don't think you're hurting as much as before with this person. Maybe there was some toxic dynamic happening here, just like I said, where there's some sort of control issues happening here. And hold on. Yeah, I don't think you're no longer hurting as much as before during that time when you just allow this person to control you. I don't think so. You're having your boundaries straight up. You're firm on it. Yeah, okay. What else do you need to know about this, about your love life for the month of May? Group number 2. What else is group number 2? You deserve love. You deserve someone who is also as understanding as you, who's willing to be there for you, to support you in all areas, not to add problems, more problems. Someone who is healthy as you. I feel like I'm hearing a specific one where this person that's about to come to you forward is someone who's very healthy in terms of their routine. They eat healthy foods, they go to the gym, they wake up at a certain time, probably to do some sort of probably workout or jog or walk. There's this like healthy routine that they have that you'll notice for this next person. So that is for your love life. Let's go towards your career and finance. Let's see what is happening there. Okay, let's see what's happening in your career and finance. Group number 2. Let's see what's happening for group number 2's career and finance for the month of May. I feel like for some of you, you may notice that someone may be stalking your social media. I'm just sensing some like eyes. There's some, I feel like I'm being stared at or something, so that's why I was like, Do you guys ever notice that you feel like there's, like, based on your intuition, you feel like someone's looking through your pictures or such? I think there is. What's the King of Pentacles for what's next for their career and finance for the month of May? For group number 2. To be honest, I think this is a person who's hiding. I think this is the one that's trying to hide because it's all in reverse. This is a person who is very experienced and skilled in their field already. Someone who has a lot of experience, may even be a mentor, or someone who is very religious. Someone who is a teacher as well, a professor, someone who is just very skilled to the point that they can train other people. With status, this person is someone with status in their work, and it's all male. These are all masculine energies. So I think this is the one who's looking onto your page or accounts, and they're not trying to let you know about it. What else do we need to know? Queen of Pentacles. What is the Queen of Pentacles about? I feel like you definitely know who this person is. You may sense it even before of who this person is. And you're just acting right now. You're pretending that you don't know. Maybe to not, make up too much of a straight up conclusion without any basis or logic. You're just trusting your intuition at the moment, so you're not able to jump totally towards the conclusion of this. So you're kind of pretending right now whether, oh, I know you're looking at me through my social media accounts, but I'm not gonna let you know that I know, but I feel it. Maybe you'll notice sooner. You'll discover this sooner. And the Lovers. Oh my gosh, this is a confirmation that someone here is... You have a lot on your plate when it comes to love. Okay, including your work, your environment. Someone here who has some sort of authority, definitely. With the King of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Someone here has their eyes on you. For sure. Wow, it's very heavy on love for you, group number 2. Heavy on love. Still continuing on love. What is this? Okay, how will you feel about this person? Oh, Three of Swords. What's the Three of Swords about for how group number 2 feel about this person? Knight of Wands. You feel like this person may just be temporary. You feel like this person is quite lustful. That's your perception of it. You feel like this person is very quick into jumping in and then jumping out. I feel like you're doubtful about this person because this person, you may notice that they are highly admired in their field. So you feel like they could be somewhat of a playboy, like going after the girls, because this is very masculine, going after the girls they want and then dipping out. Or also, one thing, you may just not find this person as attractive. Knight of Wands talks about attraction, and Three of Swords talks about, like rejection, separation, breakup. There's also a sense here where you'll reject this person because they're not attractive, or there's someone who is immature with the way they act. Like the way they flirt is just not it for you. It's giving you an ick. Or you may also notice some red flags about this person. That's why you may reject them. How does this person feel about you, group number 2? How does this person feel about you for the month of May? But there's love here. Let's see. The Lovers could also talk about temptation, so let's dive deeper into that. How does this person feel about group number 2? Three of Wands. They feel like there's more with this connection. I don't think they're very surface level. Maybe you just assume that because of how highly admired they are in their field. But I don't think this one is very surface level. They're going into the deeper connection with this, deeper commitment. Can I have more clarification for the Three of Wands? Two of Wands. I don't think this person is very non-committal. I think this person is serious. This talks about planning, strategizing, and then the journey. So they're very long-term committed. They're looking through the future of this connection. And there's a lot of fire here, so they're very passionate about you as well. Wands talks about creativity, passion, attraction. There is this physical attraction happening here. And this is definitely around your work. Oops. What else? Honestly, that's all the things that I have for you for the message. I don't want to force things too much because sometimes the messages may come to an end, really. So that is all I have for you, group number 2. Thank you so much for watching until the end here. I have a Patreon, by the way, and I post 4 exclusive readings there every month for only $3. Thank you so much. Bye. And also, by the way, I have a TikTok account. Same thing, Zahia Veu. Bye. Have a great day. Hello, group number 3. This is your reading for the month of May. Let's see your main energy for the month of May. The Tower. Ooh, that's heavy. What is happening? What is the Tower card about? Spirit guides for group number 3's main energy for the month of May. We have... I feel like your dreams are not coming true as how you want it to be. Your goals in life are not coming true or being fulfilled as how you want it to be or as how you expected it to be. There's something where it's incomplete. And you're forced to, or you can't help but just continue dreaming on or just being focused on the imaginary things where you're just going to just imagine your dreams and goals because right now or sooner it's just not the results that you want. What else about this? There's a lot of illusions happening here. What else for them? For group number 3, the Emperor in reverse. What is the Emperor in reverse for their main energy in the month of May? You're losing control of the things that matters to you, especially your goals or your tasks that are very significant for you. Yes, with the Queen of Swords in reverse, you're having a hard time analyzing things and then knowing how to handle things the way you used to. So you're kind of getting lost. You're kind of feeling like everything's falling out of place, messy, unorganized. Or disorganized, rather. Five of Cups in reverse. Why is everything in reverse here? No, not everything is in reverse. I feel like your life has gone completely upside down because of these. Everything is all in reverse and the Tower is a bit too... It's a distraction. Things coming down, falling. And with the Five of Cups, it's actually pretty positive since it's because it's in reverse, which means there are opportunities that will come forward to you for the month of May. This grief, the loss that you've had with the cups here that have fallen out, it's temporary because there's also cups here behind you that is just waiting until it enters your life in the month of May. And that's when you'll be able to acknowledge these great opportunities that are behind you that you never really acknowledged because you were too focused on the things here that are currently distracting you in some way. So there's definitely some good things that are about to come to you that requires your focus. It's all about how you look into things in real life. And I feel like you'll definitely notice this opportunity sooner. So yeah. Let's see what opportunity this is about. Let's put it there. What opportunity is coming towards group number 3 for the month of May? What is this opportunity about? Honestly, I feel like I'm gravitated towards this deck. So let's go with this. There may be some answers here for you. Okay. So what is this opportunity coming for group number 3 for the month of May? The Sun. Oh, it's clinging on. The Sun. I feel like you're starting to be very confident about yourself. You're starting to have this security and assurance that you'll soon be able to know and figure things out and be able to fix things. Definitely. You'll soon start being more in authority of your actions. With the elevation, yes, and the Sun as well. So impartiality, I definitely see the next opportunity coming for you is actually really good. Something, it may not be exactly how great, a really great thing, but it's great enough to be able to keep you balanced in life, to balance your both your emotions, your physical body, the way maybe you've overworked a lot lately and you've stressed a lot about situations. Oops. And I see you definitely finding balance there with your emotions, physical body, and your mental. Maybe overthinking a lot about that. So with the elevation, I do see something great happening in terms of your goals. Still the same thing as your goals, but I feel like with this certain goal, it may not be, like I said, something that is dramatically very huge, where it's like you're going global or something, but I definitely see something really great. Not the greatest, but definitely great. With the Libra, you see impartiality is about balance. Libra is also about balance, harmony, and this is just another confirmation that you'll definitely find balance in whatever you're dealing with right now. It's just a matter of timing, definitely. And you see how impartiality, where the girl is carrying rather paint buckets, the same thing as that, being very balanced. So that is coming for you for the month of May as your next blessing or next good thing happening for you. Let's go see your career now, and then we'll proceed to your love life for the last portion. So let's go see. Let me just shuffle this really quickly. Okay, group number 3. Let us see what's happening for you in your career and finance for the month of May. Peacock. Oops. Beware of great pride. To be honest with the peacock, the imagery, it's giving a lot like great opportunities about to come to you. With the feathers of the peacock, it's like trying to gain your attention because it's something that is something beautiful, let's say. Mule, someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. You may be a bit too comfortable with your situation right now that you think that there's not much that you can do about it to change. You have fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. I feel like there's a competing energies between love and hate within yourself. You feel like there are times where you feel very secure of yourself, you're very proud of yourself, but then there are also times where you doubt yourself with the way you handle things. So there's this love and hate relationship within yourself. So that's why there's this stubbornness where you feel like, I've been like this before, and I feel like it would always be like this. There's always a chance. There's no such thing as 0% chance. There's always a 0.01% chance. Even though if it's little, it will grow. The chances will still grow from that. There's nothing where it's impossible. I don't think that. Fair woman, you could be very fair, light skin tone, light hair. And like I said, hold on, let me get my other bag. I'm feeling cold to do this. Where was I earlier with the chances? Yeah, there's always a chance in life. The only thing that really is limiting us is our mindset. We think that we're not able to do things, and that mindset of ours is actually the one limiting us from doing the things that we want to do, because we already made up the conclusion that we're never going to achieve something, and because of that, you're actually not gonna put in the work or effort to do that change. It's like your mindset is the one deciding your outcome already. In reality, it's not. That is what our thoughts, it's like very common saying where our thoughts create our reality. If you think that way, where let's say you think that you're not going to be able to achieve something, you will actually manifest that in your reality. Not only you think that you're not going to achieve something, but also you're not going to put in the work to achieve that, and so that will manifest in your actions as well, and therefore your reality, you're actually not going to manifest it. So I think with the love and hate relationship with yourself, there's definitely some chance to improve yourself in that sector with yourself. What else is coming in for their career and finance for the month of May? We have, hold on, we have the alchemist, balance, invention, destruction, balanced again. There's a heaviness on the balance word. The shepherd, celebration, family. I feel like you're someone who's, what is this word? Delayed gratification rather, where you only get things or reward yourself or celebrate things once you actually achieve something, not when you're doing the process of it. You wait until you have achieved it, and then that's when you can celebrate. So you're very grounded in your reality for sure. You're keeping things very realistic. Dismiss overthinking and taking action. See, with your, just like earlier what I said, where your thoughts create your reality, with this overthinking about the negative possibilities in life, and then being able to not take much action towards this because of your negative thinking, I think that is what is limiting you from having that high potential that is meant for you, the greatness that is meant for you. Something fell. We have the weaver in reverse, your discovery, transition. I feel like soon you'll be able to untangle things that are really messy. It could be in any area. It could be about yourself, things that you feel like need some work done, need some untangling, need some fixing. For sure, it could be that. And since we're talking about your career and finance here, it could also be very heavy on your career and finance. But I feel like the main thing here is about yourself. I feel like you're limiting yourself from achieving great opportunities in your career and finance. With the way you think, you may have some negative thinking, but you can definitely work on that. Nothing is fixed. Future is never fixed. So now let's move on to your love life. Let's see what's coming in for your love life for the month of May. Group number 3, what is coming for your love life? What's coming for group number 3's love life for the month of May? We have, hold on, I'm checking whether if everything's like, okay, no, I thought everything is reversed. Okay, so we have change and transition. Oh my gosh, repeated words. Okay, this is now in terms of your love life. I feel like it's gonna circle back onto yourself again here. I feel like it's all about self-worth, self-confidence, self-care. What is this change in reverse for their love life for group number 3? Player, strategic. Damn, I don't think you have a certain type. Or for some of you, you may have given up about love. That's why you're like, okay, whatever. I'll just go with whatever is there. I'm no longer gonna be very selective. You may not end up being very selective, honestly. But that doesn't mean that you're not serious. I feel like you're just gonna be very open to people, not like selecting people based off how they look, how their outward personality is, like not being able to know them yet, and then you're just gonna judge them based on their whatever demeanor they have or personality they have. You're more like very open now. You're gonna look more into details about them. With the single, not in relationship, and the bliss and happiness in reverse. I feel like you guys, I feel like this is the same thing as earlier as what I said, where you're losing hope. You're losing hope with love and relationship. And now you're enjoying the journey. Peace in reverse. You're enjoying the journey all alone. Enjoying, not so much as like an enjoyment, but more of like trying to, or teaching yourself to enjoy your own company. And we have romance feelings. Oh, okay, so there will be definitely some love happening here with the romance feelings. Let's see. What is the romance feelings about for group number 3? What message do they need to hear about their love life for the month of May? Oopsie. Okay, we have the sword and rose, the dragonfly, and the I like you. Okay, so there's definitely some romance here. Do not give up, hon. There's definitely some love coming in for you. This next love will be someone who who will support you in giving great change with you, positive changes with you, with the dragonfly. This person will be very understanding, and they're gonna be very upfront with their words, very direct. And also they may also be like you, who likes your own company, or has been single for a very long time as well. But can you know more about this person that's coming in? Who is this person that's coming in for group number 3? We have nausea. They could have, like, what is this, like motion sickness. There, motion sickness. They could have some motion sickness, to be honest. Oopsie. What else? Who is this person coming towards them? They could also travel a lot, or they live far away. That's why they have to travel for a very long time. With the nausea, keeps them very vomits when you spend too long in motion. Alien, telepathic, dreams and songs. Okay. You may actually have hints about who this person is through your dreams, or some signs really in your life, like your spirit guides or whatever you believe in, your guardian angels or the divine will give you some signs or hints in the astral realm, kind of, or also, you know, based on your intuition. With this projected, I feel like there's no definite time here, but it will definitely come. And see, there's a road as well. Take traveling. I feel like I don't think there's a definite time for this, but I do know that expect something coming. Yeah, because there's definitely something here where it's like traveling. This is giving a lot like a seat from a bus or something. Then there's a road, so definitely expect something coming towards you in terms of your love life. It could be new, it could be past, it could be anything. So, and also this person likes you, mutual feelings. So that is all I have for you, group number 3. Thank you for watching until this. I have a Patreon. I post 4 exclusive readings there for only $3 a month, and also on my TikTok I post readings there, and it's the same name, Zahia Veu. That's all. Bye. Thank you so much. Have a great day.